HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement, Planning, Expertise. Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin. Oh, was that beautiful?
Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
The Blowy. Touchdown Raiders.
Back in a second. And there we fade in as I'm trying to get used to this. But yeah, Trey, a big Southern guy, big into NASCAR, stuff like this. And I just came up with this weird obsession about comedy. I was talking about that as thank you those of you joining us online as we get a view here. Hastings Sports on KDWA and HCTV as we are live from the Shields Rink at the United Heroes League facility. Here you get a great view in this nice little tucked-in valley. No permanent bleachers yet, so the fans are going to be on the boards, and it's great to see we got a bunch of students out, got a bunch of parents out, got a bunch of alumni, and as you look on that left-hand side, we see a whole bunch of little sisters out as well. So what a great opportunity to come out to a beautiful facility here. Thank you, and shout out to the United Heroes League, formerly defending the blue line, the Hudella family, Shane Hudella, representative actually for our district here. I am Josh Colvin on KDWA.com, as you see, giving you all of this, and a big shout out to my wife and family for not murdering me for missing the start of our family Christmas here, as I get a chance here to call something special. Starting lineups for Park of Cottage Grove. In goal, number 1, Aubrey Laska, as I mentioned, has played just about every minute. Defense will be number 24 and number 10. 24 is Kira Stouffer, and number 10 is Maddie Brinkman. On the forward side, number 28 and number 12 and number 3 will be taking care of it. Natalie Post 3, 12 is Addie Korkish. And I missed the third one. I apologize. Bruce is going on hyperspeed here. Man, it's almost like he's got a family Christmas party to get to. And so the starting lineup for the Hastings Raiders. We have our announcements with our little sisters, but on defense for the Hastings Raiders will be number 11, Emily Toohey. We've got Riley Mansell being announced right now with her little sister. So it's a little bit of a mix between little sister, big sisters, and starting lineups as far as who's going to be out there today. We can zoom out and take a look here. So here comes our actual starting lineup. In goal, as mentioned, Victoria Steinke. On defense, that's number 7, Casey Plank. And number 36, Addie Selesky. Up front, Ava Hoffman. Number 10, number 5, Madden Hansen will be centering. And number 14, Jade Shower will be on her wing. On the radio side, we're going to take a commercial break as we have our national anthem. We will come back for Puck Drop. Don't go anywhere. Raiders and Wolfpack on KDWA.com, your sports home, and AM 1460 KDWA. All right, trying to time up everything here as we've got commercials on one side, video on the other. No worries, all good as we time everything up. Buckets are going on. Little Sisters are coming off. Park is in their net getting ready to cheer. I'll be doing the best I can. My angle's a little bit on the different side here, so I should be okay. Don't be surprised if there's momentary lapses in my numbers, and I will just refer to it as Park slides up this way. Hastings recovers that way as the timing may be just a touch off. As I mentioned, we partner with HCTV on a lot of things, including today. So there's streaming, there's audio, there's radio, and most importantly, there is hockey on this overcast, but let's be honest, as good as we can hope for day when the temperature's about 40. Starting goaltenders, Audrey Laska, number 1, comes in. She's played everything for the Wolfpack. Save percentage, .867, and a goals against of .355. Victoria Steinke on the other end, the workhorse there, .900 save percentage. Remember, she's a junior that came in, no varsity experience at all, and has been a workhorse and done a spectacular job for the Raiders this year. 2.63 goals against average. Two very evenly matched teams here between the Wolfpack and the Raiders. 5-6, 6-5, and so we'll see who comes out on top of their final meeting this year at the varsity end. Raiders girls lost the JV game 5-3 in a heartbreaker. Second period was a little bit of a rough one for the Raiders, and here we go on the opening faceoff. Stepping in for the Raiders is number 5. That's Madden Hansen. She wins it. Puck is rung left to right. We'll be going left to right on the radio dial. Raiders on the left and Park on the right. Here comes the Wolfpack. Number 3, she drives in. That's post. Goes to the left-hand side of the Raiders, deep into the corner. That's chipped off. Now Selesky has it. Selesky with Plank supporting. She reverses behind the net and then steps out to the near-hand side. That's to Shower. Shower now centering pass with some space. That's Hoffman, and a little too far for her. That ends up on the stick of number 24, Kira Stouffer. Stouffer sends it right to left, and that goes onto the stick of Maddie Schuster. Schuster at the Raiders' blue line, chipped ahead to number 12. That's Brooke Townsend, the senior captain. Puck now battling at the blue line of the Raiders zone. Park picks it up, back to Stouffer again, and then to the left-hand side for number 9, Elena Post. 2 Post sisters, number 3 and number 9. Now here comes Post, number 9. Walks in, delays, looks for an outlet, doesn't have one, so sets up before giving it to the deep right-hand corner. Back to Post, up top. Delays, shot, that's going to be blocked by a Raider. That was Burt. Burt has it knocked off her stick, and now into the neutral zone it goes, where it's retrieved by number 16 for the Wolfpack. That's Maggie Jensen, one of their leading scorers. Unable to gain the zone are the Wolfpack, and now out we go. Battling deep in that left-hand corner as it's dumped in. And here's Petrich, number 23. She pushes it ahead to the near-hand side as I adjust so I can get a look in that corner. That bottom left corner is where I'm going to have a harder time keeping an eye on it. That's Ava Tashner who's got the puck. It slides out in the neutral zone, and Park is forced to retreat. Post has it as the Wolfpack have been leaning on the Raiders. Time of possession so far, definitely in the Wolfpack's favor. This puck is sent down, and with the slow ice, we barely get an icing. Interesting that that old Joe called it. Old Joe, because he's been reffing, I was talking to him beforehand because he was here before I was. He's been reffing for 27 years. Done everything from high school to college, women's, men's, all that kind of stuff. And so great to see Joe still out here. Face-off will be in the right-hand side for the Raiders. Puck is down below, rung around. Here's Selesky. Selesky now. She reverses course, still back in her zone. Now it's drop pass. That was Plank who had it. Now Selesky chips it up ahead in the left-hand corner for Plank. Plank flips it up. That's out past the Park defender, but not out, as these are pretty big offensive zones here. One thing about rinks, as the Raiders get their first save by Steinke, now that goes in the near side corner, is the rink might be 200 feet everywhere, but the blue lines can be varying distances. Now shot, there's a save. That one slides out. Now another one, and a great standing save by Steinke as she holds on, and we get a face-off deep inside the Raiders zone. Line change coming. Onto the ice, on the back end. That's going to be Schuster. With her is the other senior captain for the Raiders, number 11, Emily Toohey. And so face off to the left-hand side of Steinke. Puck drop, that's Burt. She wins it back. Raiders Schuster, she's got great feet. Just a really, really quick first step. But that puck gets centered off of her stick. Defended well by the Raiders, and Park continues to lead on the Hastings Raiders. Into the left-hand side. Centering pass. That goes out, but not on a Raider stick. Turning his post. That's number 3, Natalie Post. She comes in. That's a shot, short side. Doesn't get to the net. She maintains her rebound. Wheels on the right-hand side. Drop pass at the hash. Chipped out. Now the Raiders have it. Here comes Burt. Sidesteps the linesman. Comes out, but unable to get past the defending post. And now here comes the Wolfpack. Number 36. She comes in, crosses. Centering pass. Raiders and Wolfpack trading possession here. Neither team really establishing much after the initial contact with the other team. But the ice has definitely been tilted as Post now has it. Chipped up, bounced around. Good forecheck here by the Raiders. That's number 26 for the Raiders. Puck is slid down deep into the corner. That's Erickson. Now chipped out to the near side. At the blue line is Petrich. Petrich is going to ring it left to right and going to work. There's Jade Shower, number 14. Shower chips in, battling 2-on-2 with Hoffman. It goes off of her stick onto the stick of number 16 for the Wolfpack. And I got no number on 16. So I'll blame their coaches for not rostering everyone as the puck goes back to the left of the netminder, Laska. Again, reminder, no idea on time as it's kind of blocked out. Shot, Shower slides in, and into the net goes a Raider, but not the puck. Hoffman working her way out, and the other way goes Park. Centering pass just goes through the hash marks. Nobody picks that up, and so the Raiders survive on that one. Behind the net to Selesky. Selesky steps out, near side, flipped up, and a souvenir for the fans. By the way, going to have to watch and be careful here as there's no netting anywhere besides in between the red iron posts. Scoreless game here as there is time remaining. That's how I'm going to say it. There is time remaining in this game. There have been shots on goal, more of them for Park, but nobody's been able to crack the seal on either netminder, so this face-off to the left on the Raiders. 2-1. 12 minutes left. Trade doing a great job helping me out here. 12 minutes left here in this first frame. Puck is sent up this near side hash. Waiting for it for the Raiders is Haley Siebenaller. Doesn't get there, and now it goes left to right. Townsend pressuring, and it's sent behind the net. Wolfpack have it. Onto the near hash. That bounces awkwardly, and Burt picks it up, sends it out. Now here comes a race. Townsend with Siebenaller with her. Siebenaller's going to pass 2 forecheckers to the Raiders. Goes off the near side board. Good forecheck by the Raiders as Burt, sitting high at F3, rings it back down to number 10 for the Wolfpack. That's Maddie Brinkman. She goes to 24, Kira Stouffer. Left to right it goes. Now Stouffer, centering pass, misses for Post, but she finds Osland. Osland, number 15 in the corner, battled, met by a pair of Raiders. Into the corner they go, 2-on-2 battling. Out with it comes Petrich. Petrich sends it behind the net. And then at the left-hand side, held in by a pinching defenseman for the Wolfpack. Into the neutral zone it goes. Now setting up. That's Ava Tashner. So I feel like I do pretty good with the Raiders players, knowing them by heart. It takes me about half of the first to get the Wolfpack or whatever opponent we're facing to get some of those names down. Some will learn earlier based on who has the puck. Here the Raiders meet one-on-one in the right-hand corner. Petrich comes up with it after Schuster walled off the forechecking Wolfpack. On the left-hand side, now it's sitting at the hash marks, battling on the near side. Nobody with possession. Again, expect a little bit slower pace of play, a little bit sloppier puck handling at times as the ice is just going to be a little different outside. And again, these teams don't practice on it, so it's going to be a little bit confusing for both, and there's going to be some errors on both sides. Now the Raiders get the puck deep into the Wolfpack zone. Hansen has it, centering pass, backhand by Shower, just misses. Put low to high, Plank to the middle to Selesky. Selesky's the one you want with the big shot. She's pressured though, so has to get it back to Shower. Shower, Hansen, near corner. Shower pushes to the front, trying to get it to Hoffman. Bounces off, and then Plank on the near side boards, chips it low. Shower centering, in back, bounces. Hansen just has it hop on the side of the net. The puck is loose. No call, pitching down Plank all the way to the hash. Pushes it ahead, and now the Park Wolfpack has to send it in the neutral zone. Raiders hustling. They've got a chance here. Bad change by the Wolfpack, and Selesky rips one up that almost catches Trey in the right ear hole as the puck bounces up and out, and we will have a face-off to the right of the netminder, Laska. Officials going to have to retrieve a new puck here. The other one's in the Zamboni tent, and I said that correctly, Zamboni tent, which is a cool little feature here at the Shields rink at the United Heroes League. Puck, face-off won by the Raiders. By the Wolfpack, down behind. Raiders and Wolfpack battling on the near hash. That chips out as Townsend was pinching. It goes off of her skate, but into the neutral zone we go. Here comes number 36, it looks like, for the Wolfpack. Onto that left-hand side battling. Hey, ladies, if you can help a brother out, stick to the right-hand side zone entries, and I can call it better. Here come the Raiders going back, centered by, that was Townsend, but the Raiders are off sides, and so here come the Wolfpack. Wolfpack chip to center ice. Good zone entry to the right-hand side is going to be available by Oslin. Oslin comes in, centered, left to right, bouncing, and it's chipped. Raiders are going to come the other way. Here comes Selesky. Selesky crosses on the right hand. She's on her forehand. Wrister. Brute. Rebound shot. That one was saved. Good play by Petrich. She gets that puck up another 2 inches, and that's a goal. Now rebound by Petrich as a great pass by Erickson. Gets it centered to her, but they're unable to do it. Raiders now pouring the offense on. Here's Erickson. She steps around, gets her stick caught in the jersey of number 17. Chipped out in the neutral zone. Raiders and Wolfpack battling. Neutral zone we go. Chipped up. Erickson swats it down. Unable to get enough, but she gets it on that second try and then pushes it just a little too far for Hansen. And down is a Raider, Erickson. And we're going to get a whistle. And with that, I'm going to take a radio commercial break. We'll be back momentarily here. Raiders and Wolfpack scoreless in girls hockey on AM 1460 KDWA.
With the break in the action, we've got 8:28 left on the clock. Shots on goal 5 for Hastings 4 for
HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement Planning and Expertise.
Boys hockey in action starting Tuesday in South St. Paul. So Hunter will be joining me, and he thinks we're going to start at 7. Ha, 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 Hunter. We will not be starting at 7. We'll be starting at a time to be determined by however this goes, as the Raiders will take on the Packers in the start of that premier tournament. Years of history there, and then, the times and games to be determined based on how it goes later there. We see Erickson getting helped up on the ice. So you don't like to see that. We're joined back now on the radio here after the commercial break as Olivia Erickson, number 26, being helped off the ice by a couple of her teammates, hoping that is a non-severe lower body injury. That's the danger of any kind of knee-on-knee contact is any kind of strain that's put on for either player. And again, nothing malicious, nothing intentional, but definitely a situation that you just don't like to see. Now, here comes a face-off for the Raiders. To the left-hand side of the netminder Steinke. That's won by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack chips it up and over and around. Now behind the net is Selesky. Selesky battling in that left-hand corner. And the Wolfpack unable to keep it in. Here comes Shower. Shower on the left-hand side. Has it knocked off her stick and then ridden off the board. Supporting her is Hansen. Hansen, right-hand corner. Hoffman's in front. Just needs to corral it and try and get it to her. And that just keeps rolling ahead. And now here come the Wolfpack. Poked ahead by Selesky. Otherwise, Post maybe with a clean breakout. And down to the ice goes Shower at the blue line. Puck centered, 0 penalties, 0 goals, some shots on goal. We have an icing called here as the puck will go back 200 feet. As I was mentioning during that injury timeout, 7 minutes left here in this period. But the Raiders boys hockey team will be in action Tuesday at South St. Paul as they take on the Packers in the Premier Tournament. So we'll be bringing you that live on AM 1460, partnering with HCTV.com and HCTV as well for that. Now Townsend has it centered. Tui there, wrister, short side deflected, and that one just hit too many pieces of carbon fiber. Another way, here comes the Wolfpack on the right-hand side. That's Thermos. Thermos centering the puck, deflected and saved by Steinke. Now Townsend up. Siebenauer has it. She's going to dump it in. That goes off of number 14 stick. That's Kira Brennan. Behind the net, Brennan, supported by Post. 2 posts again, Elena number 9, and then Natalie number 3. On the near-hand side, battling. Chipped ahead. Right behind the net. Wolfpack come out with it, and now they step into the neutral zone, but they lose possession. Plank there to pick it up for the Raiders, gives it ahead to Hansen. Hansen now at the blue line, tries to get it deep, unable to, but gets possession. Oh, just knocked off her stick. Otherwise, that's a great position for the Raiders to be in for an offensive chance. Instead, we go the other direction. Good stick lift by Grace Petrich, but unable to keep possession as now we end up in that kind of dead zone corner there where it's a little bit hard to see here. Puck behind the net. Raiders have it. Diagonal pass into the neutral zone they go, but the Raiders are going to be in the middle of a change, so giving chase is Autumn Burt, number 2. Burt and Petrich still pressuring. Behind the net go the Wolfpack. Slide it up front. Turnover. Dangerous play there. Raiders now have it. Burt just tries to get a hold of it, but it slides through and picked up by number 9, Elena Post. Post now has it. Right-handed shot. Drives to the middle, but good back pressure by Hoffman. Pushes it off her stick. And now in the neutral zone we go. Chip pass. That beats Selesky down deep to the right of Steinke. Not a lot of shots on goal by either team. We saw this in the JV game. First period, both teams just getting comfortable with what the ice is. Second period is where things got away for the Raiders girls in that game. Near side, deep, down, as the Majeski plumbing sign sees Selesky skate by. And now on the left-hand side, Raiders trying to get out of the zone, unable to do so. And now they finally do with possession. Driving to the middle, and then a good dump is Hoffman. She's going to send it as Hansen comes in to forecheck. Chip past her stick. Shower now near side board. Trying to knock over my tools here, Shower. Come on. As the battle ensues, and now picked up by the younger sister, Natalie Post, number 3. Post comes out, left-hand side. Crosses the blue. Whole lot of yellow between her and the net as she drives short side. Forced to go behind the net. Good defensive coverage by the Raiders. Keeps everything out. Now it's post to post. Not the puck, but the girls as Natalie gives it to Elena. Elena drop pass, point. Good block shot by Siebenauer. Siebenauer now going to race to the near side boards to retrieve that as it's sent in, and we have our first arm up with a penalty as Old Joe is going to call it on number 28. That's Alyssa Hill for the Park Wolfpack. And so we're going to have a first power play here. This one's going to go to the Raiders as number 28, Alyssa Hill, is going to go to the box for 2 minutes. I was writing, so I'm not sure what for. We'll see if I can get the audio on this picked up. Regardless, Raiders going to have 2 minutes on the board where they can try and get this score broken open. We're still scoreless here. Hooking. Hooking is the call. Now face-off won by Burt. Centering pass. Trying to make a quick transition there. That doesn't happen, but Selesky keeps it in. Now Selesky steps around a defender. At the top. Big pressure by Park here. They're pushing hard up top. Short side. Stick handling is Burt. Trying to get in. That's the netminder, Laska, that gets a hold of Burt. Almost had a chance there to go on the other side and try and drive far post. Just unable to do so. So we will reset. Burt, Petrich, and Siebenauer up front for the Raiders. Selesky and Hoffman on back. Not uncommon to have only one D on the power play. Wrister by Selesky. That goes to the corner. Just trying to maintain possession. Hoffman ridden off hard in the corner. Now rung up. Selesky keeps it in. Again, Park very, very aggressive on the power play here. On the penalty kill here, as they now send it the length of the ice. That's going to go over Selesky's stick, forcing her to retreat into the Raiders zone. Right behind the net goes 27. That's Malia McMorrow, as she's pressuring all over him. That forces a turnover. McMorrow in front of the net, saved by Steinke. Really dangerous play. Raiders going to have to reassert themselves, as now it looks like almost Park has the power play, as 3 Park girls very aggressive here, short-handed. Raiders now pick it up. Here's Petrich. They break the zone. She's going to send it deep, left to right. Racing ahead of Siebenhaller. Siebenhaller is going to be the first one there. She's going to battle. She's facing number 24. That's Kira Stouffer. Hansen has it. She pushes it behind the net, but Stouffer's there. And giving chase is Selesky. Selesky, the defender, all the way down. And deep in the right-hand corner now. Hansen centering. Shot by Selesky. Just goes to the near side corner. Low to high. Schauer gives it up. Schuster dragging the middle. Just a wrister. Deflected in front by Selesky. Raiders now have Selesky on the second power play low in front of the net. Post. Shot. Misses. Low side corner. Schuster pitching. Centering. Skips over a defender. Puck is on the near side. Two Raiders battling. Into the corner we go. That's Schauer. She comes up with it. Ridden off the puck. Battling. Hansen has it taken off of her stick. Here's Burt. Burt now across. Plank is going to have time. Walks in. Wrister. High and a goal. Great shot. Casey Plank had time and space. Good job battling in front by the Raiders. We'll see what the assists are on this. Plank for sure gets that goal. It came from Schauer up to Schuster, so that should be our official. And to be honest, considering the arena broadcasting, they're doing the best they can, but I'm deaf and old, and it's an outdoor arena, so I'm going to give it with my official as we see here. Schuster for sure gives it to Plank, who buries it, and right before that, we saw Schauer slide that puck up to the top, and the Raiders are up 1-0 here in this first frame on a power play goal. Now, Park trying to regroup, gets the puck, dumps it into the left-hand side of Steinke. Near side corner. Official announcement underway. Plank with the goal. They're going to say Burt got the assist, and they're wrong because that was clearly Schuster, 21, who passed it over. So I'm going to stick with mine and go with Schuster and Schauer to Plank. Now inside the zone come the Raiders trying to maintain this pressure. Puck dumped in, Raiders offside, so that'll allow Park to hop out of the zone. Momentarily, though, good pinch there by number 28. That's Sophia Thorkelson. And now here come the Raiders. Burt battling. Has it flipped over her stick. Into the neutral zone. That's number 17, Maggie Jensen. She has to retreat, though, and it goes left to right. Here comes Oslin. Oslin, right-hand side, zone entry. Beats Schuster, short side, but that puck doesn't find the net. Goes to the far side corner. Battling, deep left corner as we're in the waning moments of this first period. Chipped up. Here's Townsend. Crosses the red line. On her backhand, she's forced to dump that in to the left of Oslin, but she's going to give chase behind the net. Reverse, Park. That's going to find the stick of Post, but she's unable to keep possession as the Raiders now dump it into the left. Post, number 9, retrieves it. Elena Post behind the net, looking, near side, center breakout attempted. Down goes a Wolfpack, and the puck goes in. This time Hoffman reverses, drop pass, cycle, a little bit too close to spacing. So the Raiders end up turning that over, and the Wolfpack able to get the puck over, but there's Selesky. Shot, near side, Schauer behind the net, trying to get it off of the near side boards, but unable to do so. Schauer now holds on, flips it up. Raiders doing a much better job here late in this frame as far as their forecheck. First 2 to 3 minutes of this game was all Wolfpack with possession, but now it is absolutely the Raiders leaning on the Wolfpack. Schauer chips in the neutral zone for Hoffman. Hoffman steps around a Park player, and she's going to get the red, dump it left to right, down deep. As that forces number 14, Kira Brennan, to retrieve the puck behind the net. Breakout right to left, getting the red. That was number 27, Malia McMorrow. She's going to send it in. We saw McMorrow on the forecheck, on the power, or on the kill, was really, really aggressive. Now here come the Raiders, trying to get out. Turnover, shot, save, rebound. Puck is loose on the shorthand side, and we're battling, and we get a whistle as we're under 10 seconds. About 6.5 seconds left here as Steinke was able to hold on to draw a faceoff. Real dangerous play there. It just slides up underneath Thorkelson. Rebound uncharacteristic by Steinke, and the rebound shot hits the side of the net. There was a lot of twine that was given up by Steinke there, but hey, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So with 6 seconds left, give or take, Raiders will have a face-off deep in their side. Burt wins it. Back to Selesky. Selesky now just has to eat it for a couple of seconds. just battling in the corner right by the old Carboni side. And as the whistle and horn blows, the Raiders lead Park 1-0. We will take a commercial break here on the radio side. Don't go anywhere. Raiders and Wolfpack will be back for a first period recap. Scoring for the Raiders in that first period. Here we see that power play as the puck goes low to high, and Colvin is wrong. That was Burt that got it. She went up to Schuster, got it back, came over, and the play goes over to Casey Plank, who walks in, does a great job. So calling it live from 200 feet away, I was dead wrong. That was Burt that did a great job coming up and getting that goal. On the TV side, we'll be back at the end of this first period intermission. Don't go anywhere. Raiders lead Park 1-0 after one.
Can I go back to the center?
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
Here we go. We are back here on both, just confirming everything. Hunter's tucked away. Apparently, Hunter's a delicate snowflake that needs all of his equipment protected in this little bungalow, while me and Ian are standing here on concrete, freezing. Well, it's not freezing. Who am I kidding? It's like 50 degrees. Good gravy. This isn't a bad even October day, as it is overcast, but that's good. There you get a panorama of what's going on, Ian. You don't need to get everything on me if you're looking. No. You gotta. I don't need. No, Ian. I don't look at Hunter. You guys got some kind of filter to take care of this? Like, you know all the girls with the TikTok videos? Let's get this double chin out of here. But thanks, everyone that's able to tune in on the radio, everyone that's able to catch it as we stream. Hey, second half of this season, by the way, those of you KDWA listeners, we're going to be streaming a whole ton of stuff consistently throughout as we've worked on some things to try and get it. Those of you that tuned into our last couple of games saw we're starting to do both as far as radio and streaming on KDWA.com, and then always love partnering with HCTV and the crew here, who are doing an absolutely fantastic job. I'm tucked away in this deep left corner. This time I'll be to the left of Steinke. Unfortunately, I'll be sort of closer in proximity to my protege, mentee, wood tick, Tyler McCarville, who's down here checking it out. We've got a face-off about to commence here as 17 are on the board, and the Raiders are in action against the Wolfpack ladies hockey team here. 1-0 Raiders lead. Face-off won by the Raiders. Puck down on the left-hand side. That is Hansen. Hansen centering it, looking for Hoffman, unable to do so, and now here come the Wolfpack. Up ice, crossing the Raiders blue line. Met by Casey Plank. She has the lone goal. Puck is battled in front of the old Comcast endurance sign, and now chipped ahead just too far for Schauer. She gets a stick on it, so that, while it's still icing, luckily the ice is a little soft enough, so that dies. So we're going to keep playing live hockey here deep in that left-hand corner of the Wolfpack zone. Park battling. Held in by Selesky. Selesky now walks down that left-hand side. Short side shot. Save. Rebound. And that one ends up in that left-hand corner. And the Raiders now maintain possession. Back to Selesky on the point. Block. Shot. Goal! Seeing eye puck from Selesky beats the netminder. There is no way she saw that cleanly. Laska, as an over-exuberant Raider, takes a little digger in the front on the line there. Selesky gets her goal. That is her 13th point of the season on a wrister about, mid-glove. It feels like something that I keep repeating here on the radio is instead of trying to go top shelf, see if we can get that puck mid-glove. I'll see if I can catch the announcement as well, who fed her that puck. But Selesky picked it up, walked to the middle, and then a great shot, great screen set up. Now another shot deflected in front, almost makes it 3-0. Raiders are ahead 2-0. I'm going to pause to hear the announcement. Burt gets her second assist of the night. And back into the Raiders zone we go. There is Hansen. Hansen over to Tui, back in the deep corner. Schuster now centered, save! Most dangerous play so far as the puck is battling in front. Steinke spread out, another save on the near side, battling as the Wolfpack just hammer away. Steinke keeping that door closed, and the puck goes into the right-hand corner. Chipped ahead, that's going to be to Townsend. Townsend now gets the neutral zone. Crossing the left-hand side, she's going to set it deep and get a change. Steinke with a flurry of action against her there, but able to keep it out of the net. So 2-0, we stay as the Raiders lead. Goals by Selesky and Plank, two defenders shooting from the point, both beating Laska, and both helpers from number 2, Autumn Burt. inside the Wolfpack zone. Park retrieves it. Here they come across into the neutral zone. That's number 15. We've heard her name a couple of times. Awesome. Lots of possession, but hasn't generated individual scoring chances. Now battling deep left-hand side. Selesky battles right past the Zamboni door. Puck chipped over her stick, and now Burt layers defense. Low to high. Park unable to handle it is Kira Stouffer, and she's going to have to retreat into her zone, pressured by Grace Petrich. Puck goes to the left-hand side, walking in, pressured, shot, high, easily blocked, you're saved by Steinke, behind the net. That's post. That's the older post, Natalie. I was wrong earlier on who's older out of Elena and Natalie, but Natalie, number 3, in the neutral zone, has it hop off her stick, and now behind the net, Plank, D to D, bounce pass, up to Hansen, turnover, walking in, that's post, dangerous player, short side, good play by Plank to force that to the corner. Not only does she force it to the corner, she ends up stopping it, now it's off her stick, chance, a shot by Plank, or post, goes through, and bounces deep into the corner. Right-hand side, right in front of yours truly. That's Hansen and Selesky. Puck is centered. Plank defending, but post drop pass to the point. Raiders have to get pressure here. Up top, that shower forces it down in the corner. And so Park has done a great job of maintaining puck possession. Near corner, number 12, Addie Korkish, there's a name you know, as the puck is shot, short side deflected, save, pushed out, rebound to the corner. Now behind the net it goes, as down in front is the aforementioned Korkish. Raiders going to have to send it 200 feet so they can get a line change here, as a whistle is blown and we'll have an icing. So Park starts this period the way they started the last period, by kind of dominating puck possession and the ground battle as far as controlling where this game is played. Right now it's been played almost completely inside the Raiders zone, but the good news for the Raiders is 2 shots from the point have made the difference. Selesky, the most recent, Plank the first, and the Raiders are up 2-0. Stepping in, Autumn Burt for this near side faceoff. Battle, it's loose, and stepping in to help win that's Brookie Townsend. Chip, bouncing it, trying to get past the D, unable to do so, and now it hops over Schuster's stick. And offsides we go, as Park almost had a 2-on-1 there. No other sports action today. It's Christmas break for everyone except for girls hockey, as this game originally scheduled for last night, but to make it work for the United Heroes League Ice Arena and the Shields rink, we moved this to today. And so everyone else taking an early Christmas break, and I will be starting mine here at about 3 o'clock. Regardless, everyone back in action starting Tuesday as the boys go to the Premier Tournament. Emily Toohey now chasing down that puck, boots it ahead into the right-hand corner. She bounce passes it ahead of a forechecking Park player. Now centered, looking for the breakout. Instead, it's on a Wolfpack stick. Behind the net they go. Drag, delay, tries to get it low to high, unable to do so, as both Toohey and Burt step up. Now the puck is on Townsend's stick. She crosses the red line, hits the blue, rings it left to right, and the Raiders change. Second period, one of the biggest things to keep an eye on is those long changes, as Schuster now sends it in. That's offsides, but delayed, and the Raiders are able to tag up and get back in. Park backpedals. Diagonal pass, good breakout. This will allow them to get the Raiders zone. They center it. Instead of getting the zone on the outside, they go for the hard play. Better play if they can make it, but unable to do so, and so now we set up here as number 33 for Park battles against Schuster. Schuster comes out with it, flips it up, not out though. Again, these offensive zones feel a little bit more NHL-y as far as the space between top of the circles and blue line. Over the left-hand side, wrist shot, and watched all the way in by Steinke as she records another save here. I have no idea how many shots on goal are listed somewhere, but again, the incredible facility. Man, when this thing is done, it's going to be an absolute jewel here. But we can see Steinke making the save. I just can't see the score to see how many. I do know, though, that the Raiders are up 2-0. Shot saved by Steinke. That's another one. Good rebound control. Kicked over to the right-hand corner. Plank pushes it up. Raiders now trying to get there. There's lots of room. D to D. Park Slap shot, save. That one goes into the corner, and Selesky sticks it up and around. Selesky now near side boards, has control of the puck. She's going to try and wheel, does so, steps in, gets the blue before it's knocked off her stick, and now the other way it goes. That's post. She's going to send it right to left to her D partner, and now centering pass misses everyone, and that's going to be an icing. And the Raiders, again, much like they were in that first period, in that first part of that first period, are spending most of the time in their own zone. And so we'll see if they're able to kind of flip it like they did after about the 8 or 9 minute mark and establish time and space inside the Wolfpack end. Face off now deep in the left-hand side. That's Hansen. Face off just goes over to the near side boards. Townsend there battling. Hansen, Townsend. 2-on-2 with Siebenaller. Siebenaller steps in, tries to pick the pocket. Instead, she's on her Tookus as the puck goes up. Now there's a dangerous play. Good centering pass for Siebenaller. And that one just missed. Hansen, low to high. Out to Schuster. Schuster walks. That one's blocked. Dangerous. Could be a breakaway, but Schuster, with a nifty little bit of footwork there, sends it in. And that prevents a breakaway going the other way. Raiders didn't realize they were offsides as Schuster prevented the breakaway but did not hold the blue line. So, as I mentioned, 200 feet the length of the ice, 85 feet the width, but within that, you get some freedom and flexibility for how big you want the neutral zone and how big you want the offensive zone. NHL rinks have very, very large offensive zones, especially for the power play, and it sure looks like, from my perspective and the type of play we're seeing, where the offensive zones have a little bit more space, where that's where we're getting a lot better low to high play, and we're getting those shots on goal. Is now the Raiders dump it deep, and the netminder for Park, Aubrey Laska, ends up catching an edge and goes down, but they were able to get the puck without any pressure. Now here comes Park, walking and shot over the head of Steinke, and no harm there, battle in the corner. This is post, reverses it, Park now, number 28, low, looks, centering pass. That was a give and go set play, but the Raiders' defensive zone coverage has held admirably all game. Into the neutral zone goes Thorkelson. Thorkelson has it off of her stick, and now it's bounced over the top of Hansen, and we set up battling right at the Park blue line. Wolfpack wins it, goes near side to far, but they lose possession as they give it to Plank. Plank wisely gets it back in the neutral zone, and so the Park Wolfpack is offside. They'll have to tag, which allows Selesky time and space to hit the weak side with Hansen. Raiders trying to get something generated with puck possession, just struggling. Now here's Selesky, walks in, sets up. Rister looking for the same thing, and that one is held onto. This time Laska sees it, so she gets her glove on it. On that goal by Selesky to start this second period, no chance that the netminder saw it. This time we can see a much better opportunity for her, as you can see Selesky has a great eye and feel for that space, where she drives down all the way to the top of the circle before pulling the trigger. Instead of just settling for a shot, 75 feet out, 65 feet out, instead she tries to make that a more dangerous scoring chance. Now a Raider is down. That is Tui, and Park's going to go to the box again, as this time I'm going to guess it's going to be a check. Could be an interference. It's going to be a cross check, and so I'm 0 for 3 as number 33 for Park goes to the box. That's their captain. That's number 33, Josie Leonard. So 2 minutes in the box. Raiders were successful. They've scored already. They're 1 for 1 on this power play, bringing them closer to 20%. Park, 80% on the kill. That number's going to dip down a little bit. See if the Raiders can continue that success, as we are entangled and the puck goes in there. One thing to pay attention to here, and boy, I hope the Raiders are listening, is Park was all over them early on as far as how aggressive they were on the kill, even to the point of sending 3 forecheckers in to the Raiders' offensive zone. Now the Raiders get the puck back to Selesky. Selesky's going to set it up on the half wall, walking in, unable to keep possession though, and so now Burt is battling in the corner. Puck poked out, Selesky's going to have to retreat, and Park's going to send it 200 feet, where Steinke's going to stop it. Nope, she's going to let it go and set up. Here's McMorrow. This is what we talked about, number 27. Just aggressive, second person post, and the Raiders break that. Here's Selesky, walks in. The danger for Park on that, if you're going to be that aggressive, is, man, if you miss, there's a lot of ice behind you. Raiders now setting up on the left-hand side in the middle of a change, so they're going to get that puck sent down again. Selesky's going to retrieve it. We saw the Raiders' first power play has Selesky on top. The second one is Selesky takes a digger, incidental contact by post. Puck goes D to D back to Selesky. Second power play, the Raiders plant Selesky in front. Turnover, puck, and that's going to be a penalty for Park, as they're going to say it wasn't incidental contact on post, as she got into Selesky early on that. So we're going to have a second penalty here. So as that dangerous turnover happened for the Raiders, luckily, as soon as you see Selesky there making, we'll call that incidental contact as well, but no penalty called. So post and Leonard in the box for Park. And so the Raiders will have a 5-on-3 here midway through the second period. There's a little bit of a discussion here between the officials and the scoring table about what we're going to call. So old Joe, as Steve Benson listening in mentioned, that that's a tripping. Now we have a timeout called by the Raiders. So on the radio, we're going to take a commercial break. Raiders will have a 5-on-3 when we come back on the other side.
HCTV Sports is supported by Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her. HCTV Sports is supported by Balanced Wealth Management, Retirement, Planning, and Expertise.
On the kill, we saw McMorrow, again, 200 feet all the way down, and layered right behind her, overlaying that, was Post, the one who entered the box. That's number 3, Natalie Post. And so the Raiders going to try and see what they can do here. We'll see if Coach Joseph annoys me. He does that occasionally on purpose, as we are joined back here on the radio. Raiders power play coming out 5-on-3. Coach Joseph took his time out. A lot of teams, again, since everyone now runs, not everyone, but basically everyone runs that 1-3-1 power play, you don't see a lot of teams comfortable with 2 girls high. And on a 5-on-3, in my opinion, that actually is kind of a disservice. Here we see it shot, Selesky, and that one is held on, almost sneaked through under the blocker. But what I was saying was, when you see these teams that have, 1 high, the only way to kill with 3 is to set up a triangle there, and that kind of plays into it. So it's a little bit easier at times to push in and out, and so we don't see as much success 5-on-3, in my opinion, as we used to, when you'd have that 2 high, and they can go side to side and really put a lot of pressure on that high forward. Now a centering pass by Burt. That was meant for Petrich. It doesn't get through, and Park is able to send it down, and Steinke sets it up for Selesky. 5-on-3 power play. As we mentioned, Leonard in, as well as Post. Here comes Selesky, walks in, drop pass. That hops a stick, and now a potential breakaway. Good play by Siebenaller. Now she sets up, shot easily caught by Laska. Dangerous play by the Raiders on that zone entry. Maybe a bit of an unforced error there, as they come in, and Siebenaller does a spectacular job to not only prevent a breakaway that actually could have been a 2-on-0 shorthanded. Tell you what, you give up a 2-on-0 when you're 5-on-3 advantage, a coach is going to be a little bit more than frustrated. Instead, Siebenaller does a great job of preventing anything from going there and actually gets a shot on goal. So puck out of play, and so we will have a face-off again. When pucks go out of play here, they can go a long ways. Literally no netting up here, open air stadium here at Shields Rink, the United Heroes League Center.
The show.
Now there's Shower. She gives it over. Plank already has one. Walks in. Wrister trying to get it through traffic. Rebound on the backside. And Laska holds on and then throws a left cross into the mug of Hoffman. Luckily it's Hoffman and not her basically glued it to hip throughout the school day partner, Gabby McDowell. I think McDowell might have thrown a left cross back at her. As we see Plank walks in, good shot from the top of the circle here. Again, Raiders crashing all around it. Laska holds on, and Laska takes a little bit of umbrage, and we're going to end up with offsetting shenanigan penalties as Shower goes for the Raiders. So basically, referees keeping this calm. Not sure who the park netminder, or not netminder, but the park offender is, who's going to go. So that's for shenanigans. They're zooming in. Appreciate that, Hunter. I see a 1 and I see a 0. So that's number 10 for park. That's Maddie Brinkman. Face-off now 1. Still going to be 5-on-3 here for a little bit for the Raiders. First out of the box for Park will be 33. Raiders walk in behind the net, looking for the front. Delay sent low to high. Selesky, wrister on the ice. Steered to the corner, and now it's 5-on-4. So the Raiders will have a little bit of 5-on-4 left here as Post still serves, and then we'll have to wait for a whistle before Shower can get back out. Now a pair of Raiders collide, and that ends up on the stick of a Wolfpack player who's going to send it 200 feet. Again, here comes the pressure. 33 out of the box. A little bit of Batman makeup there to make sure that she can see with the glare. 33 with the eye black in excess, which is okay. I'm a fan of that. Stileski. Up to Townsend. Townsend now crosses over into the blue line. Shot. That one misses short side and rings into the corner. Puck just isn't going to carry quite as far with the ice conditions. Ice, great job by United Heroes League, the Hudelas. As again, if you don't know what you're looking for, it looks great. It's just a touch slow. As here's a turnover. Petrich tries to walk in. That hops over her stick. And now Hansen battling on the near side board. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey, and 2 temper flares get to chill. That's Shower for the Raiders and Brinkman for Park, as those two had coincidentals. Now here's Burt. She's got 2 assists. Wheels turns. Shot from Schuster blocked. Going to have to race the other way. Out comes Steinke. Plays the puck. Flips it over. Need to get a little bit more mustard, and so instead, a good save by Casey Plank. I love the aggression by Steinke. We're just going to have to get her some wrist weights. Now low to high. That slides through everyone, and out goes the Raiders. So really aggressive play by Steinke to prevent a breakaway there, and it ends up getting where it needs to. Just stays inside the zone, and then Plank actually stops a shot with a partially open net. Regardless, Raiders still up on Park by a score of 2-0. Wolfpack set up in the zone. Short side shot. Held on to by Steinke as he shifts into it and catches it in what we like to call center mass. There's time left in the second period. I don't know how much, but there's some. The penalty boxes are cleared. And so Steinke has done a great job today of seeing the puck all the way in. And a big part of that is going to be the Raiders' defensive zone coverage that has done an amazing job of keeping things out of the danger zones for the most part. Now we've got a cross check. That's going to be, we got 2 people who think it's on them. That's going to go on Park. And so the only Raider penalty was on offsetting shenanigans. This one's going to be a cross check on Osland. So that is the Wolfpack's 5th penalty of the game. Raiders just have 1, and that was offsetting, so it really doesn't do anything other than give Shower a longer break. And so we're going to have another Raider power play here deep in that zone. Park successful in killing off the last one, which actually kind of was 2 as it's a 5-on-3. Part of that, boy, Park is not giving the Raiders any time or space here on the power play. Short side shot, held again by the netminder, Alaska. And so she's going to give that to the official. Alaska's done a good job. Both goals came from the point. Both came with defenders barreling down on her. Second one, Selesky, she just didn't see beat her under her glove side hand as a great screen was put on in front. Both goals assisted for the Raiders by Burt. Now trying to get that puck to Shower. Unable to do so, and we battle in the right-hand corner in front of the Cub sign. Now walking out, Hoffman shot. That one hops into the netminder, Alaska's glove. Sports day off tomorrow. Oh, God bless America. Oh, sports day off Monday. Thank you, Christmas, as we get a pan of all the people that are here. Great turnout here. And then Tuesday we are back as the Raiders boys hockey will travel to South St. Paul, and I will be on the airwaves as we bring you the Raiders in the Premier Tournament. Now turnover. That goes in 2-on-1. Park coming back the other way, shorthanded. Near side. Wrister shot, hit the post. And that bounces out. They beat Steinke on the far side on a mid shot. Instead, it goes the other way as Siebenaller has it. And a 2-on-1, short-handed, ends up harmlessly back into Park zone. Very, very dangerous turnover. And a little bit of iron keeps us a 2-0 game. Park now, they're going to bounce it down and deep as that's icing. And the Wolfpack is back to even strength here. As 33 is confused by the icing. Yeah. Oh, officials got confused. I was going to say we're gonna say that's the officials' fault. They'll give it center ice. It was not an icing. I was confused on whether or not she was out of the box because again, I just can't read the score as far as the time left here, so I couldn't see that we were still there. Ian give me the heads up that there's 4 minutes left here in this period, but that was not an icing. So the actual puck should be center ice. They're going to argue, Park is, that it's going to be in the Raiders zone because of where the whistle was blown. But just some miscommunication. Steve Benson mentioning that Joe, the official to the near side, has been officiating for, again, he said he was old when Benny was here. And let's be honest, Benny's no spring chicken either. But Joe officiating for over 28 years here. So great to see those guys still there. Shot by the Raiders. That's saved by Laska. Rebound goes to a Wolfpack, and we're going to have a foot race here to the right of Steinke. Won by Park. Driving the net, but good stick by Schuster. They're going to call that a penalty as Park will now go on the power play. Near side. Centering. That's deflected. Good job by Schuster. She's the one going to go to the box. And they're going to say that's a hold. I don't know if I call that a hold. I would say this. You call a bunch on Park, eventually you're going to have a tendency to call one the other way. Schuster just working really hard. The Park player, I believe that was 17, had a step on her, Maggie Jensen. And so she never really grabbed her, but she did maybe impede with her progress. Regardless, Park now going to have the man advantage here. Got to come up with a better way to phrase that. Feel free to email me and let me know what we should say. A woman advantage is hard because it's multi-syllabic and doesn't roll off the old tongue as the Raiders chip it out. Player advantage sounds silly, but it's not a man advantage. Regardless, Park does have one extra player. We'll have 5-on-4 hockey here. Slides to the right-hand side, stepped up. Burt, she's got 2 assists on the game, and she chips that one up, back in. And now here comes Park. Bounce pass inside. Selesky behind the net. Rings that one hard. Hits the stanchion. It comes out right to a Wolfpack bouncing player. And Selesky blocks that. And she hammers that one down left to right. And the Raiders will change as Park sets up. 2-0 Raiders lead. 2 goals. Both from points. Plank and Selesky. One in the first, one in the beginning of the second. Park has had the time of offensive possession advantage here in this second period. The Raiders able to keep everything outside for the most part. Now driving in, short side shot, saved by Steinke, and then she holds on for the rebound. And now we've got some shenanigans between yellow and gray jerseys here. Mr. Benson, I will say that while I can agree with your assessment of the official there that talking as a good save by Steinke ends up with her helmet off, I don't think I can say some of the adjectives you prefer to use for the official, which is totally fine. But I'll say we are in agreement here about some of the calls we occasionally see. Face-off one on the right-hand side by the Raiders as they battle. That's Hansen, puck tipped out and then centered. Emily Toohey has it. She's going to have time to set up. Bounce pass on a knuckler. Goes deep into the Park zone, so they will retreat as pressured by Hansen. She's going to let him go behind the net and then reset up. Try and angle him to the near side into Shower. Shower steps in, and Park is able to get the zone. Walking in a little bit too much. Poke check by Steinke. Gets that away. That was number 16 for Park, who again, I must have screwed up and not had that on my list, so I apologize to whoever number 16 is, as I don't have her name. Here comes Park on sides. Again, they're still on the power play. Centered, slap shot, save. That could have been by Plank as there was a little bit of an obstruction here in my view. There's a giant zebra in between me and the netminder, Steinke. Puck goes in the right-hand corner. Battling. Park maintains possession. Shot, and Steinke sees that and holds on for her save. How many she have? I don't know. But I'm going to guess it's a bunch. More importantly, she's done a great job of controlling those rebounds, keeping them where they can go. And the Raiders, again, even on that shot, pushing Park to the outside, not giving any space inside the hash. There we see Mr. Plank watching his daughter. She's got a goal today. One goal early in the period. As of right now, that's the game winner if everything holds. Now here come the Raiders. Puck bounces to Selesky's stick. Raiders are back to 5-on-5 action on that top of the circle as a glove is down. Townsend can't find her glove. Switches hand, switches stick, gets her glove, but not the puck as here comes Post. Good job. Now Townsend does pick it up, and she's going to race up that left-hand side. Crosses the blue. Puck protects out wide. Centering pass. No Raider there as we're in the middle of a change. And here comes Park. Into the neutral zone they go. Puck flipped up. Wrister. That's a block. I think it was off of Selesky. There's Thorkelson. She tries to weave and dance around, unable to do so, but then slides it over to Hansen. Hansen zone entry on the right-hand side. Deep right-hand side, met by a gray jersey. Puck ends up dying in the left-hand corner inside the Park zone. Up to Schuster. Schuster gets it through, just trying to get that puck on net to battle. Thorkelson now has it in the right-hand corner. A whole lot of gray jerseys between her and the net, but she keeps battling. Raiders now get it centered. Thorkelson looking for that centering pass to Petrich. Doesn't find her. Works its way all the way to the top for Schuster. Schuster on the right-hand corner. Punts that down behind the net where Bert's going to pick up. Bert lets that go as Schuster still stays on the forecheck. Petrich playing high. A lot more teams doing this. We talk about on the boys, but Coach Joseph, no stranger to positionless hockey as well as Petrich careened into the board. Sounds like 1 minute left in this period. Nope, that's actually the end of the period as the horn must have blown. Raiders on top of Park, 2-0 here after 34 minutes. I'm going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with Coach Joseph here live on AM 1460, your home for Hastings Sports.
Well, good thing it ended.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on. Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business.
So support HCTV today!
Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation. Who are we? We are artists. We are entertainers. We are storytellers. We are teachers. We keep you informed. We follow the action. Who are we? We are Hastings Community TV.
want me to follow the player?
All right, sometimes I'm going to stick my landings for both. Sometimes I'll stick one or the other. As thank you, those of you tuning in online, are patient with occasion. There's going to be a momentary 3 or 4 seconds of dead air as we make sure to pay all our bills and thank all our sponsors. Hey, I want to take a moment for that, for those of you tuning in wherever you are, as it's the holiday season. Think long and hard on your last-minute Christmas shopping, on where you spend those dollars. Take a look at the names on the back of your kids' jerseys. Take a look at the name on the back of your, sponsorship. Notice who is helping out in the community, who gives back. And all I mean by that is simply this: shop local whenever you can. These things, like our ability to bring these events to you, our ability to cover this stuff, our ability to provide these opportunities for our students, our kids, our community members, our athletes, our show choir, all that kind of stuff. Hey, thank you to everyone that gives so much back to Hastings. And when you get a chance to spend some dollars, take a look at where those dollars are going to end up. We really appreciate it. Third period action about to commence here. Raiders will be on the left. Wolfpack will be on the right as the Raiders lead 2-0 here on this December 23rd edition of girls hockey. And a big thank you to my family members who started Christmas without me. Make sure to save me some junk food. I will be there within about 30 minutes as the puck is now dropped. Face-off won by Park momentarily. Now Selesky gives it to the near-hand side. That's Hoffman. She bounce passes it. Tries to get it through to Hansen. Unable to do so. And that's picked up by Korkish. Addie Korkish, number 12. Daughter of Hall of Fame hockey coach. The all-time winning hockey coach. 250 career wins. Jeff Korkish. Now currently still a teacher, but currently the boys head coach for Park of Cottage Grove. Now behind the net, wrong. Raiders have it. They're behind Steinke. Remember that bottom left-hand corner is where I'm going to be transitioning my view a little bit. Raiders now have it up. Foot race. There's Shower trying to get ahead of the Wolfpack. Unable to do so. It's chipped behind, but Burt is with her. Burt now tries to get it deep to Shower. Picked up by Korkish. Korkish behind the net. Steps out. Centering pass. That goes off a Wolfpack stick, and here comes Burt. Burt tries to settle it down. Unable to do so. And into the neutral zone we go. Burt battling. That goes off of her stick, and now it's sent down. That's going to be an icing, as it was too far on the Park side of the red line, and so we'll have a face-off right in front of yours truly here. Talking to Trey. Trey's driving up to North Dakota there to getting his holiday in, and he was talking about how it seems like everywhere we go together, it's kind of like a family reunion for me with all the people I see. And I got to tell you, it's one of the great things about being here. It's so good to see all these people, students on the far side here, current and former students coming in to watch, people back from college, and then a whole bunch of parents and alumni here in support of the Raiders girls at United Heroes League on Shields Rink. And I'm not sure if I'm getting all that right, but I'm trying. Shot. That's steered to the corner by Laska. Raiders trying to put the pressure on here. Both periods, first and second, the Raiders struggled with as far as possession. That has not been the case so far here, as Maddie Schuster raises in, taking a digger. That is Natalie Post, number 9. Puck is on the near side and chipped ahead. Here comes Park, 2-on-1, going the other way. Left-hand side, puck sticks momentarily. Centering pass, shot is loose. That doesn't go through, and it stops dead in front of both Tui and Steinke. And Steinke, number 39, grabs onto that and covers, and will get a whistle here. Dangerous situation for the Raiders. They get caught for one of the few times outnumbered. That centering pass actually ends up being a shot on goal. Steinke stops it and then controls the rebound where she can settle it down. Puck goes into the right-hand corner, deep in the Raiders zone, in front of the Carboni side. Centering pass, now shot, save, rebound. Puck is loose, flipped out by Selesky to the near-hand side, and here comes Petrich. Petrich along the far wall, backhand centering. That's going to go not far enough for the Raiders to set up a forecheck. Instead, a reverse pass from number 24, Kira Stouffer. Stouffer gets it over to her partner, now up to the near side, 17. That's Maggie Jensen. We've heard her name a couple of times. Puck now bounces over to the right-hand side, back deep into the Raiders' offensive zone as Park has to retreat behind their net to get it. Park, stretch pass, 1 hop, 2 hop, no ice, going to say a tip. And so the Raiders now are going to have to retreat and establish a little bit of a defensive presence here, see if they can keep Park to the outside, which they've done all game. Burt slides in underneath. Raiders caught on the wrong side. Walking out is Park. Centering pass. No one home. As Park's F3 was a little bit too high. Now driving in the middle. Good job. There's Selesky. She chips it up. Burt has it. Going to go to the far side. Get the red. Hard rink dump as Burt changes. And now going in is Hoffman. Hoffman, number 10, is going to be that first forward. She causes problems. Ends up on shower stick on her backhand. Tries to wrap around. Unable to do so. And now the puck goes deep into the right-hand corner. Low to high. Schuster. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot. None shots through as now Park gets it and crosses the blue line. Down goes Korkish as the puck ends up on Schuster's stick. Schuster, diagonal pass, almost stepped up by the Park defender. She ends up retreating anyway before Hansen has it. Hansen gets that pass, tries to go to Shower the first time, does the second time, centering, and Hoffman is tied up, unable to get the shot off. Good job by the Raiders as both teams now trading opportunities here in this third period. This is post. That's Elena, number 3. Natalie, number 3. Has it go off her stick. And now Shower battling deep inside this right-hand side. 14-on-14 battle before Shower goes to change. As that's 14's Kira Brennan for Park. Has it knocked off her stick by Burt. Burt, Siebenaller. Forechecking. Selesky has stepped up. Now here we go. One-on-one. Back pressure by Burke Townsend. Puck slides through and rolls harmlessly in on Steinke. As a good back pressure by Townsend. Selesky came in for that step, trying to pinch, just ends up in a little bit of no man's land there. Puck goes to the middle in a one-on-one where the Raiders end up on the receiving end of a great chance before good back pressure allows that to just trickle in on Steinke. Face off to Steinke's right-hand side. Stepping in. That was Burt, has it, it's loose, right at the top of the circles, pinching down, but Siebenaller with a really, really good play prevents that from coming anywhere. Now it goes behind the Raiders' net. Plank pushes it back towards Selesky. Selesky with a step on her offhand. She's going to backhand it up. It gets out. Here comes that Siebenaller, gives it over to Townsend. Townsend backhand, looking for Siebenaller. Siebenaller, she's on a change there, and now the Raiders are going to retreat into their zone. Momentarily, Selesky bounce pass. Nope, that's Plank actually. That finds the feet of number 33, Josie Leonard. Leonard comes in, steers it on her backhand behind the net of Steinke, and the Raiders recover. Unable to keep possession though, it goes up to the point, and now it trickles back. Both sides trading turnovers, and this time the Raiders are on the receiving end of a unfortunate bounce. Here comes number 15, shot blocked again. Raiders have had a ton of blocks. That one was Petrich. And it bounces out the near side. High slot is what the Raiders are going to have to watch out for as they send it the length of the ice for an icing and get a change. A lot of teams playing that 2-3. We've talked about that for boys hockey and for girls hockey. The first 2 forecheckers going hard down, trying to create havoc. The third forechecker sits somewhere between, let's call it the blue line and the top of the circles, waiting for their chance to either let a D pinch down or a forward get it. In other words, what you're doing is just trying to create the turnover higher to stay on top of the puck and prevent any kind of odd man rushes. Face off the floor or off that icing like we mentioned. Raiders win it. Here comes Hoffman. Chips it, tries to send it through the feet of the defender, but Taschner gets a piece of it. Now bounce pass back to Hoffman. Hoffman sends it across the far side for Shower. He's got more time and space. And Shower sends it across the middle, but there's a whole bunch of gray jerseys as Shower spins around in the neutral zone before becoming the first forechecker as that puck was dumped in by Burt. Shower pressuring, centering pass. It bounces over Hoffman. Now Shower backhand. And that one just slides through the other side. Here comes Korkish, number 12, slides up the ice on her offhand. Right-hand shot, trying to get around Selesky, unable to do so, but let's be honest, how many people can? Selesky with that great reach with that stick and then really, really smooth skating forces that into a turnover, and Park now regroups before trying to come in again. And they are offsides on this attempt. 2-0, Raiders on top of Park. As shots on goal. Both sides, great opportunities coming. Shower had a beautiful chance there with that backhand that just missed the far side. And if I can see the clock right, it looks like it's about 11 minutes left, give or take.
Kind of like that.
Puck won by the Raiders. Hansen with the chance. Now it ends up on the stick of Brookie Townsend. And she has a backhand pass at the side of the net. Plank pinches hard, rips it right to left behind the net. That lets Townsend get in there on the forecheck. And the puck is stopped behind the net. Park trying to get out. Siebenaller and Townsend, the first two forecheckers. And there's Hansen as that high forward gets a skate on it, but it ends up bouncing back. Park is going to ring it hard right to left, looking to get it to Post. Post now has it. Low, trying to walk through the middle. Now wrist shot, short side, rebound. And that one harmlessly kicked to the side by Selesky before finding a Park defender up top. D to D up top, that's 10. Maddie Brinkman sends it down to the corner where Plank is there for the Raiders. She hits the brakes, spins back, goes behind the net to Selesky. Selesky on the near side, battling right in front of the old K-Fan sign. And out comes Thorkelson. Thorkelson just going to put it behind the Park defenders. And Thorkelson actually going to get it herself. Great hustle and read. Now Burt lifts a stick, battling in the right-hand side. They've got number 23, Petrich, up high. Now Thorkelson tries to get it. Shot. That one, Burt. She just fans on it. Now keeps possession. Low to high. Up top, Tui one time. Knuckler. That bounces short side, and Petrich is going to give chase. So the Rays with a couple of really good chances, just unable to get it on that 6x4 space of the net. And the referees come up with an assist as Park was just trying to ice it so they could change instead off the lineman's skate, and that ends up on Tui's stick. The official on this side, this time he saw it coming, so he hopped it. Hoffman down in the right-hand corner. She overskates the pressure, and now Park sidesteps and dances around. Petrich giving back pressure. 26 walks in, trying to get the middle of the lane on Steinke, but a great job again. Yellow jerseys collapse, and now into the boards hard goes Schuster. She is down.
Player injured on the left side.
Not sure what happened to Schuster. She is down, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. This one might take a minute here. We'll be back on AM 1460. KDWA Raiders lead Park by a score of 2-0 in the third period. On TV here, if I can lean just right, I think I can see shots on goal. 19 for the Raiders, 22 for Park at this point. As Schuster's getting looked at, my guess is wind knocked out of her. She went down hard and just stayed there in the corner. 8:53 left here on this third period. As you see the trainer, Schuster sitting up, which is a good sign. So probably catching her breath. My guess is, kind of went in a little awkwardly, maybe caught the stick jammed into her solar plexus there. And luckily we're seeing her skate off the ice under her own power. So the Raiders will have a face-off in their... Looks like it's going to be outside. We are joined back here now. Schuster able to get to the box on her own power. My guess is wind knocked out of her. Trying to catch her breath, sitting down in that bottom right-hand corner. So face-off will be outside the Raiders zone. I was able to lean in. We are just under 9 minutes left. Shots on goal. Park up 22-19, but Raiders up 2-0. Goals by two defensemen, Plank and Selesky. Goal by Plank in the first period, Selesky in the second. First one a power play. Both assists on those were Autumn Burt. Now the Raiders in their zone. Penering play, dangerous pass. Wide open in front, shot. That one just misses short side. Now backdoor. Raiders gave up an opportunity there. That's what they've done so well, is prevented anyone from walking into that lane. This time they miss. Good news is nothing damaging out of it as the Raiders now with Schauer chipping in the neutral zone. Giving chase is Hoffman. Schauer has that flipped over her stick, and so the Raiders will retreat as the Park Wolfpack, number 33. That's Josie Leonard, dumps it in the corner. Back to the half wall, now centered for Hansen. Hansen has it off of her stick, bounce pass up. Good job by Hoffman leaving the zone, tries to cut to the middle, ends up on her backhand, and then that puck dies on her stick in that corner. Neutral zone action, Burt gets it, Raiders onside, she's going to be offside. Ends up on her offhand, cuts in, and then lets one go. That's held on by the netminder, Aubrey Laska. So that's the Raiders' 20th shot on goal. Next radio action will be Tuesday. Next TV action will be Tuesday. We do another team up here between HCTV and KDWA as that shot is trickled to the corner. Raiders boys hockey will face South St. Paul in the Premier Christmas Tournament. Here's Burt in front, has it knocked off her stick by Korkish. And the puck goes back to the other number 12. Townsend has it, offhand, looking, flips one, shot, rebound, it's loose. Puck is there. Townsend hits the ice. Burt has it now. Burt delays, backhand, low to high. That's Toohey. Toohey dumps it back down to Townsend, trying to get it there. That was actually not Townsend, but Siebenhaler that was on the near side as Townsend now gives chase. Park breaks the forecheck. Korkish, shot, saved by Selesky, and she's going to hold on for a face-off in the Raiders zone here in the third period. So Tuesday, 7 o'clock, supposed puck drop from Doug Woog Arena in South St. Paul, Premier Tournament. That'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then the Hastings High School Boys Basketball Tournament starts 5:15 tip-off. That'll be on HCTV, and we're looking at what's going to happen with KDWA potentially for those 2 days. Especially the Thursday, it'll be tough just to see what happens as far as, you know, the time and game for everything on for the South St. Paul Premier Tournament. And then the boys basketball tournament again continues Friday. Championship game will be 5:15. Hopefully the Raiders are in it. This shot by Park rings hard wide, rings around almost a breakout pass, but Park able to hold it in. And now they go back to work on that deep left-hand corner. Girls basketball, by the way, in action at the same time. 7 o'clock tip-off. Shot deflected. That one was almost kicked in accidentally by Selesky. Instead, she maintains possession. Park still gets time and space. They're holding the zone. Petrich's stick out walking. Short side shot, and Steinke with a great save, and more importantly, holds on for the rebound as Park was crashing in. So a flurry of action that the Raiders have to battle here. What the Raiders have done really well is prevent what just happened, which is girls driving inside the dot lane or below the hash, or excuse me, the top of the circle. Now we've seen a couple of times Park able to get in there, but Steinke up to the challenge as we get ready for a face-off on the left-hand dot. That puck is won cleanly by Burt over to the near-hand side. Battling, though, as we've got a pile up of bodies. Park comes up with it. Battling on the wall is Burt. Shower's there helping. Shower now gets a stick, knocks it, but not out of the zone, as these offensive zone, as I mentioned, very big. Now Shower wheels. She comes in. She's got Hoffman with her. Puck is knocked off her stick, though. Good play by Post, and that prevents it from becoming a 2-on-1. Raiders, though, able to dump it deep into this near-hand side. Here's Hoffman behind the net. Drives, maintains possession, bounce pass to Burt behind the net, centering for Shower. Shower now sends it through. Unable to get there was Hoffman, and now there's a battle on the near side. They're going to call Hoffman for a hook as she got her stick too long, held on, and now a very, very good opportunity for Park.
Celebration shots of the team.
HCTV Sports is supported by Farmers Insurance, the Katie Lindbergh Agency. Katie Lindbergh, Hastings Downtown Farmers Insurance. If you don't know insurance, you need to know her.
And TV, as again, without those local sponsors, this stuff isn't able to happen. Raiders now shorthanded, battling, puck centered by Park, pushed out by Townsend. Now it goes low to high. Walking the blue line, they stop and spin. Chipped back down to the half wall. Now diagonal across. That's Jensen. Big block by Petrich. Great job. Gets in the neutral zone. Then Petrich is ridden off. That could be interference. Instead, it's not. But Petrich doing a great job pressuring. Shower now are going to take over that first forecheck. And Selesky dumps it, but not all the way deep. So Shower overskates momentarily. Back in the neutral zone we go. Here comes Post. She's not able to get it. And Petrich now sends it deep into the zone. Shower's going to get there first. Petrich is relieved by Hansen, and the Raiders are retreating. Jensen up the near side for Park. They get the offensive zone. Power play, that's a shot. That misses short side. You can see the ice getting a little bit stickier for the goalies as Steinke had a harder time pushing to recover on that. As the puck now is forced back into the corner. That's Casey Plank. She has the first goal of the game for the Raiders. She's tangled up. Park has the puck though. Shot short side, and again a very, very good save by Steinke. As we are down to, I'm going to say, it's got to be less than a minute on this Raider penalty to Hoffman. We have less than 5 minutes left in this game here between the Raiders and Park, as Park now calls a timeout. We're going to step away with a commercial break here. Raiders up 2-0, under 5 left over the Park Wolfpack on KDWA. On the TV side, Again, upcoming broadcast. Favorite, Simley the section favorite. That's on me. Sorry about that, as the radio cut out on me there, bud. I pushed the wrong button as I'm manipulating too, but we saw on the TV side all of the upcoming broadcasts between the two. So here it is back on there. My apologies. Thank you, Trey. And thank you, Hunter, as we're back on both. We see the timeout still for Park and upcoming broadcast. Boys hockey at South St. Paul in that tournament. HCTV going to be covering boys swimming and diving. I don't even know how I would broadcast swimming and diving. I hope you got somebody that knows more than me. I'd be like, he's swimming fast. He's moving his right arm well, I think. I'm not sure. And then boys hoops will take on the Cadets on January 5th. Girls hockey against Simley. Simley last year for girls hockey with a great team ended up being the favorites going in. Heartbreaking end of that season for them, but the Raiders going to face off against them in Metro East action. They haven't played them yet this year. Boys hockey did face them and beat them. Park and Hastings now both have used their timeouts, both on power plays. This time, Park uses it as they're trying to claw back from a 2-0 deficit here as we are approaching the 4-minute mark. Raiders send that puck 200 feet deep. And now here comes Jensen. She stops. Petrich pressuring, shot, short side, shorthanded shot, but it's sitting there just right at the edge as the netminder, Laska, wasn't really sure how to handle it, and her teammates came to her defense. Now Townsend dumps it, and that allows Petrich to go back in on the forecheck. So that Park now is just a little bit scrambling. Definitely not what they wanted out of the timeout, but the Raiders will take it. They break the forecheck now, going left to right. Here comes Jensen, gets the offensive zone and stops. Raiders back to 5-on-5 as Hoffman, not sure where to go. Shot, deflected, blocked. Raiders now have 5 girls back on the ice, and we have a great chance. Here we go, breakaway. This is Hoffman out of the box, 2-0, forehand, shot, rebound, puck is in the net. It is in the net. It was a delayed call. The rebound was scored by Hansen. The puck stopped by the netminder Laska at first, and the puck bounced to the side. The official wasn't sure. They're talking right now, and crashing was Hansen. That would be a 3-0. It's funny here. The official's right now covering his hand so nobody can read his lips. All 3 of them, hand over their mouth. I'm not sure if they're aware. Great job by HCTV zooming in, but I'm pretty sure most people at home aren't lip readers, so the refs don't have to quite cover their mouths as much. We'll see what they come up with. This would be a back-breaking potential goal here, as out of the box was Hoffman. Wasn't sure what to do and was sent in by the coaching staff. Turnover at the top of the circle by Park, and then coming the other way is Hoffman. She goes forehand, backhand, doesn't get the puck wide enough to beat Laska. It hits her in the belly, pops out, and then crashing the net was Jensen. Referee late to signal goal. We'll see what the official signal is here, as the linesman is going to set the net. I guarantee both coaching staffs are going to want to talk to him about it. Oh, no goal, they're saying. So now they're going to talk to it. I'm sure Coach Joseph is up. He wants to see it. We're going to take a look at this again. So Hoffman comes in 2-on-0, goes to her backhand. The puck is completely loose, and it ends up in the net, but the official is on the wrong side. That is a bad call. And that's not just a homer. That is a bad call. Great camera work here. The puck is loose. The official is in the wrong spot, and that was a goal, completely goal, as we could see it on the replay, as it was wide open in the net long before he blew the whistle. I'm going to give the goal signal. Ian, you want to pan to me? I can give the goal signal. I've been practicing. Here it is. Goal. But they're not going to listen to me anyway, so we're going to have a face-off. Raiders only up 2-0. As I get the benefit of official replay and I can see the camera work here. Raiders, though, going to have a 2-goal lead here. Park gets away with one, and now battling on the near side. Puck chips around. Shower centers it. That slides through. And out of the near side, here comes Park. Post sends it up. and chipped around as the Raiders now retreat. Park, netminder to the bench. We are at the 3-minute mark, so nice aggressive play by Park. I love seeing coaches do this. You got nothing to lose, right? You're down 2-0, no difference made as Steinke holds on for the save here. But if you lose 3-0, it's still a loss. You might as well pull a goalie. And when you wait till that 1 minute, so many things can go wrong. And now you see that empty net on one side. But on the other side, what that does is give you a chance to get extra girls into place. The Raiders going to have to do a good job of keeping everything out of that high danger area here. As it is 2-0 Raiders on goals by Plank and Selesky here on this pre-Christmas bonus hockey coverage on KDWA. HCTV giving us our stream. We'll be partnering with them and then bringing our own stream on the radio as well as we continue this. Now here comes Jensen. Short side shot. Backdoor. That misses everyone. Plank now has it behind the net. Battled. Park able to send 3 down low. Now it goes low to high. Wrister. That one met traffic. Selesky sends it 200 feet off the side of the net. And that's going to be an icing as it just misses. And so instead of 3-0, Park will have another shot here as that one just misses. 2:20 left here in this third period. Raiders on top of Park by a score of 2-0. Stepping in for the faceoff, that's Hansen. That one's centered. That one just misses wide of the net. Now battling on the near side boards. Puck slides up, then chipped back down. Centering shot, save, rebound, puck is loose in that high danger shot, big shot in front, ends up to the short side, pinching in, Park defender, low to, or high to low, now down on the short side. Steinke throws a glove down on it, a big pileup. Steinke is pushed 6 feet back, but she's still got that puck underneath the big old mitt, and so we get another whistle. Under 2 minutes to play here. Shots on goal, let's call it 32-21 in favor of Park. As we see Park, again, doing everything they're supposed to. They're trying to pile up on top of play. We've got a stoppage here. Not sure what the conversation is as the officials now are over talking. I think they're resetting some time on the clock. Yep, a little over 2 minutes left here, so they ran off a little bit. Home ice advantage on the officiating on the scoreboard. Now the puck battling. Won by Park off that faceoff. That's Jensen, delays, looking, tries to walk. Instead, it's loose, and the Raiders send it 200 feet. Is it going to get in? It is. I mean, that's like a curling goal. Literally, we could have used a sweeper, but it doesn't matter, and the Raiders now up 3-0 on the long, empty net goal. We'll see if Park elects to keep their netminder out of this. As that shot, I'm trying to catch who saw it. Wasn't quite there. There it is. It could have been Hoffman, actually. That was the one that sent it the length of the ice. Yep, that's Hoffman. It's going to be unassisted, empty net goal. Park puts their netminder back in as it's now 3-0 here with under 2 minutes to play at United Heroes League facility at Shields Rink on this. Hey, any day for hockey is beautiful, and since we got an outdoor ice, this overcast as the Raiders ice it, this overcast is exactly what the Raiders and the people working here needed to make sure with these unseasonably warm temperatures ends up with it. Hoffman on that goal, she's the one that actually picks the pocket of a net-driving Park player and then turns and sends it the length of the ice. So it almost didn't make it. So good job, Joey Hudella, making sure that the ice was smooth enough today, despite some rain, despite some unseasonably warm temperatures, as we have a battle deep in the corner, but that ice was good enough to get it the length of the distance there. Now battling is Burt. Down goes the referee as a player goes underneath him. Low to high the puck goes. Now D to D. Walk. Shot by post. Big block by Petrich. Petrich now pushes it in the neutral zone as the netminder for Park stays in. Post now has it, harassed by Petrich. She's going to get the net, steps out near side, but Thorkelsen's there. Thorkelsen battling, 2-on-2. That's Hansen helping out, keeps it down at the hash. Clock is the Raiders' friend. Now here's Plank. She's already got one. Wrister right into the belly of the Park netminder. And that'll be the 23rd shot on goal for the Raiders as we are at about, let's call it 50 seconds. There's literally one stanchion right between me and the scoreboard. Ian, can you get the scoreboard? Nope, there it is, 47. Attaboy, Hunter. God, it's like you can read my mind. It's almost like you can hear the voices in my head. Now the shot by the Raiders as we're under 50 seconds goes to the left-hand side. Townsend sends it up to Selesky. Shot, that's a good save by the netminder. Kicked over as we have a replacement goalie in here. And good job by Park making sure they get a variety of people in. Nope, it is not a replacement. I got confused. I'm getting old here. Park trying to get out of the zone, does so. Centered at the red line. They're going to dump it, but that's going to go off a Selesky's stick, and then she's going to just hammer it near side. Turnover. Park walks in. A lot of space. Shot short side. Misses. And there's Autumn Burt. Burt turns away from pressure. Battling in the corner. Sends it from right to left over to Plank. That's going to slide up instead. As we await the end of this game, here comes the Raiders. Down. Brookie Townsend. Shot. Save. Puck bouncing in the air. And that is the end of this game as a horn sounds. The Raiders defeat Park by a score of 3-0 on the radio side. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with the recap. Raiders defeat Park 3-0 here in an outdoor game. On the TV side, thank you those of you sticking around. We want to get our recaps here. The lone goal, great stick lift there by Hoffman as she turns and fires it 200 feet. Again, that's slow motion, but not by much, as that puck was absolutely dying on its way in. There you see the handshakes. There you see the final score here. Beautiful backdrop here at United Heroes League as thank you so much to the Hudelas and all of the people who generously give to the United Heroes League that helped create such an amazing facility for veterans kids, and for people all across the state that are using this. The Raiders defeat Park of Cottage Grove 3-0. Hey, let's get some shout-outs here to the people that made this possible. Hunter Pinky, producer and director. Me, I'm Josh Colvin. I'm the loudmouth that gets to talk. And then 3 great camera operators, Tori Selner, Ben Brannon, and Ian Andresiak. And I like to say it how I like to say it, and I'm close enough, right, big boy? Attaboy. And Hunter Pinky again with the graphics. And so from everyone here at HCTV, thank you so much. We will be back with you on Tuesday. Have a Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays from everyone here. Have a great rest of the weekend.